Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our brand new episode of Around the Reel. Today's guest we're lucky enough to have is Cody Parr. Now, Cody is a multi-talented artist. He's a stand-up comedian, a writer, an actor, recording artist. This guy does a lot of cool shit. And we had the pleasure of sitting down with him today and discussing the ins and outs of stand-up comedy, the balls it takes to get up on stage and try to make people laugh. It's an amazing thing, and I've been a huge fan of stand-up comedy my entire life, from growing up with Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy, George Carlin, all these greats, and then learning from someone who actually does that on stage in front of hundreds of people. It's amazing. Cody's a great guy. We start the conversation off today with big laughs, and we also end the conversation with a lot of heart, and tears fall. So sit back and relax and enjoy our conversation with Mr. Cody Parr.
Welcome to Around the Reel with your hosts, Aaron Carlson, Charles Lawson, and Samantha Hannah. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
My favorite question downstairs was, why are you brown?
Is that what you got?
Yeah, I got asked why I was brown.
Why you were brown?
Why I was brown, yeah. Odin, he loved it. He's like, why are you brown?
He brought that up with me today, too.
Did he?
Chuck, he's fascinated with
You
brown
brought
people.
that up with
But he
him.
also did tell me, he's like, no, but you're still white. I was like, oh, cool. I'm glad I'm pulling it off.
Well, the nice thing about you, though, Cody, is the fact that you are brown, and I'm guessing when you take your shirt off, you're brown. When Aaron takes his shirt off, he turns gray. He looks like a fucking zombie.
I do not.
He's old. He's old brown.
I am not. How the fuck? What is old brown? What the fuck is that?
Like when you leave an olive out of the juice for too long.
And it gets a little
Just a little bit.
that little fuzz around it.
I'm there with you.
That is Aaron.
I guess I'm fuzzy brown
I'm there
Aaron.
with you, too.
The fuck? Jesus. Well, welcome to Around the Reel.
Yes.
Welcome to our show today, everybody. Welcome to Around the Reel.
Thank you, Chuck, because he drove over me with the bus. So.
Did I drive over you with the bus?
Because it's
Yeah.
not like...
We all been drinking.
Wait, it's not like Aaron has ever been the recipient
He's
of a
never-
good old bus roll.
That's true. That's true.
Actually, you know what? Here's your chance. Everybody, throw me under the bus. Go. Cody, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Throw me under the bus, Cody.
Oh, Jesus
Are
Christ.
you sitting on your balls, Chuck?
Yeah.
I'm sitting on my balls on my big bouncy ball.
Yeah. How's God doing today, Chuck?
God woke me up this morning at 2:30 because he's a motherfucker and sent me to work, and I showed up before all the Mexicans.
How was the Gettysburg Address, by the way?
That was amazing. I'm so sorry, Aaron. I just totally spiked the microphone.
okay.
Had to be a fly in that beard.
The Gettysburg Address was amazing. It was inspirational, and all my black buddies were free.
Yeah.
Are you sure, or were they forced to free them?
No. I'd never be one. I would never be one to hold slaves. I would be the guy who totally convinced them that they worked for me because they wanted to.
Wait a minute.
He would be that guy.
Were you like a soft man back then, like a baker, or like somebody that cooks? Like,
Doughy. Yeah,
but
he's
you still
doughy.
had a hint of racism. You'd be like, white flour. Like,
I can't.
Wait. I like white flour.
Yeah, that's good.
awesome.
White flowers.
White flour. White flour.
Oh, my God.
Because you know what? It's on the top shelf. Because why? Because all the colored flour is on the bottom.
Yeah, that's fucked up. It is. Brown sugar is lower than the fucking white flour.
Brown sugar, bottom shelf. Wheat flour, bottom shelf.
Actually, no, that's not true. That's why I go to Safeway. It's higher. Brown sugar's higher. on
Where's the
counter.
honey?
Yeah, it's on the top shelf shit. Brown sugar.
But you know what, though?
organic.
No matter how much white can think it's better, if you want to get some brown sugar and get some real culture, real flavor in your life, it's going to cost you more fucking money.
Oh,
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd appreciate it if you could lower the cost of your magic eraser, by the way.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm everywhere.
You
I
are.
swear to God, magic erasers, talking about magic eraser, our wonderful octopus drawing that I still don't know who did in my family,
You still
but
don't know
somebody
who did
snuck in here. Here, I'm going to fuck with
No
my
one
screen. Sorry,
admits
everybody.
to it.
Nobody admits to the fact. And we have to remember to do intro, and I've been pricing out plugs. But no, we have this octopus up here,
Yeah.
and nobody will admit to drawing it.
No one still has?
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
None of us did it.
Nobody.
I have a family.
That's wild.
Everybody lives here. Everybody
lives
here.
And they all deny it.
And
I just started paying rent, by the way.
Which is why Cody had to put a deposit just to be able to come on the show today because I understand he has some Hispanic in his heritage.
Yes, I get to sleep with the landscaping tools in the shed.
That's good. Yeah, and you see, he's got a lot of yard work to do too.
And yes, only
But you're used to it,
because
so
your
it's
half black
fine.
brother hasn't come over and finished yet.
That's true. Yeah, because he's half.
No, he's on his way. It's just CPT. So
Well, he's half black, so the white
half
side of
black.
him didn't really want to fucking come up to the show today. So he just
Actually, that would be the black side.
That would be
He wants to just get his barbecue on. That's all. That's what he wants.
and that's why he's so good at barbecue.
I know. We're good at it. That's one of the
What's
things
this
black
we
people
thing?
are
He
good at.
didn't say
wait,
we
I
were
can
good
my
at
ass
it.
off,
I am
motherfucker.
talking about
He
your
never
brother,
said you.
not
I taught
like
him how to fucking cook.
not like brothers in general. I'm not
for
I'm not
fuck's sake.
racist. I'm
See,
talking
this
about
is
your
the thing.
brother.
In the last show we did with Nicholas, I talked to him about having a good friend and you getting his back and shit.
Yeah.
I wish I had friends like you guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, is this a pity party? Can
No,
I join?
I don't need pity parties.
I feel like everyone should have someone who's half Mexican who can just like turn it on and off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Too
Fucking
bad for you,
white.
Aaron.
I got two white people. It's bullshit.
I'm white as fuck.
You are whiter than normal. God, have you gone in the sun at all?
Is that what your hat means? White as fuck?
My hat just means fuck, but fuck
it's
everything. Fuck Aaron. Fuck
What is that?
Well, you made me mad.
Yeah.
So.
Already?
Well, you started by throwing her under the bus, and you made a comment about her talking to
Drinking.
family and drinking.
Oh, well,
Even
we
though
were
it's
all
a normal-
drinking though. We all been drinking today.
We've all been drinking.
We've all been drinking.
Oh, well, okay, that's fine. All right.
I'm half white as fuck.
I was drinking earlier. I lost my drink.
I'm like the trailer park version of Romeo and Juliet. Like a Mexican and a white person, like a redneck got together and the families fucking hated each other.
Hey man, why's it gotta be a redneck? Just because they're white, they're redneck?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not every white person is redneck white trash.
No, you haven't met my family.
But from what I've heard so far, Cody, I would like to. This sounds like a fun.
Oh, it's a good time. It's a
good
good
time.
time. All
I
good
bet.
people. Yeah.
Well, ladies and
Cody
gentlemen, we have Cody Parr.
Mine too. That's why I'm drunk.
You're not drunk.
Wait, because they're fun or because they're redneck?
Because they're my family.
Well, family pisses you off. Sometimes you need to fucking drink. Jesus, what are you supposed to do about it? They drive you crazy.
Well, wait a second. I'm feeling guilty because... Okay, so we're doing a double show. We're double shot...
Double shot.
Double shot is right.
Double shot
we've all
July.
had a couple.
And double shot Saturday. We have two wonderful comedians who joined us today from Oregon. Drove all the way up here from Oregon.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yesterday, because God knows if they drove up here today, they'd be boring. However, they came up here from Oregon to join us, so we got two people for the price of one, and in between we were sharing stories and drinking just a little.
It's wonderful.
Mom,
Or
Mom,
Yeah.
one drink.
It was
Yeah.
for work
It was
purposes.
just this big.
Look at Chuck. See, he had one drink, Sam. One.
I know, I love him so much.
That's what happens. No joke.
I feel like you should have a Fat Tuesday necklace and a straw. It's touching the ground right now.
Hey, you know what? My wife and I went to Vegas, and she carried that damn drink half full on the bus. And
Really?
the straw that she kept sucking on was
Yeah.
something that was attached to her necklace because I had the straw.
Oh, shoot. Snicker, snicker.
He said, "Snooker, snooker."
Snicker, snicker.
She drinks so slow. She's like,
Oh man. Okay, we have Cody on the show.
We
today.
have Cody Parr today.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Dude,
He
this is
doesn't want to
awesome.
hear par for the course, though, so don't say it.
Oh, it's okay.
he's not. No.
That joke's so on par.
No good. No. If you say that joke, it's bogey.
Bad.
It's such a bogey right now.
It's a bad bogey.
Yeah, it's bogey. So,
Do you know how hard it is being brown Mexican named Cody Parr? Like, oh my god! Like my name should be Gunther Tyler, like, right? The whitest name ever. Like, and I do hip hop music. None of this works.
ladies and gentlemen, Cody Parr. Silence, crickets. You're just like, what the
Where's
fuck?
the blonde guy?
I come out confused. I confuse everyone at my comedy show. Like, hello, how is everybody doing tonight? Are you guys having a good show? It's okay. Sorry, I'm late. I just got a ride from Home Depot. I get a pass, but I only get half of one. So.
You were still at Home Depot? You didn't get a job today?
No, this is my job. Nicholas needed an ethnic friend to come with, so. He said he doesn't trust Aaron, so
Of course not.
I don't either.
Nobody
30
does.
years in construction, and I have
Yeah.
never had a gentleman from Home Depot assist me on a job.
Never?
Cody, do you think it's something that I should invest in?
it's very sound investment. Yeah. Those guys work so
don't
goddamn
fuck
hard.
around.
They were willing to sit out there for 8 hours to work for 4, and a bag of chips.
I would say that would be worth it.
It'd be worth it, Chuck.
Yeah.
Now, if I can only convince corporate to pay for it.
There you go.
Well, wait a minute. When you were doing independent stuff, you didn't ever worked with a crew of Mexicans on a job site?
Okay,
That's bullshit.
let's talk serious for
There's
one
no
second.
way that's possible.
Well, no, I've worked with many Mexicans,
Yes.
many Ukrainians, many Russians. I had all the ethnicities in my job site.
And admitted that
However,
Mexicans get things done, right?
in all your years of knowing me and in the stuff that we have done in construction together,
Yeah.
when it comes to getting stuff done in a day, and I don't mean to say this to sound bad, have I ever needed a Mexican to help me get it done?
Well, I don't.
Have you ever needed?
Needed?
Right.
Or did you realize that you were being helped by a Mexican you didn't know?
I was working for him.
Huh?
I was working for him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that time. Yeah.
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 All the things that we've done. all the things we've built.
You did it. You did it.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
what are you saying? You were my Mexican?
I already know you guys. I want to talk about Cody.
Yeah, let's talk about Cody. Who gives a fuck about us? Nobody cares.
He keeps talking about Mexican heritage and
I know, and then you
being
related by
brown.
bringing up the
I'm
construction.
literally here just to raise awareness.
And he had a he had a great Home Depot
Yes.
deal, so that's a good one.
that was a good home duo.
So, Cody, why don't you tell the audience who you are and what you do so that we can have some normal conversation?
My name is Cody Parr. I am an actor, stand-up comedian, and recording artist, writer, producer, just an all-around creative. And if I can create something for myself to act in or be a part of, I'm there. I'm doing it.
Right on.
I got tired of auditioning, so I started writing my own stuff.
Do your own
There
shit.
you go.
Yeah. I just
Good for
you.
could not stand the audition process. So I'm like, I want to do comedy, so I just wrote one. And then it turned out to be great.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What was what didn't you like about auditions? I'm just curious.
It's kind of degrading. And a lot of times what I learned there was that they had the person picked already, but legally they had to have an audition process.
Yeah.
So I was just like, why am I even doing this? Why am I tolerating you people? I can do this better than you. So I went and I did it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for
And
you.
your unemployment thing. I can't. with
Oh
you.
fuck! That video I watched,
can't.
that was hilarious.
That was real life.
That is
wasn't
so-
even.
I'm going
that
through it right
wasn't
now.
even a sketch. I just put the camera up. Like,
Right.
oh, fuck! I gotta go do this fucking call again.
Right?
Day 49 in a row.
I know. I'm going through it. The same thing.
He's
you know,
going on
yeah,
what?
my day job. They shut down the place of my employment.
Yeah.
So I jumped on unemployment. That was April 15th. Still not getting anywhere.
Damn.
And finally I did. You know why? I called my governor.
There you go.
I did. I actually called the governor.
And what happened when you called the governor?
Yeah.
Now
I
you
gotta
have to go
respond.
to court.
Yeah, I got to go do a hearing now for more
It was like,
information about
what?
my
You're
job
black
situation.
trying to get free money? Get the hell out of here.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're like, "What's his ethnicity on the fucking app?"
Is that how your governor talks? Ethnicity?
He's a nigger. We got a nigger in there.
Oh my god!
That's what happened.
And ironically,
And I'm like,
I
whoa,
gotta.
I'm only a nig.
And I have to go
I'm only
to
half.
jury duty on Monday, so
Yeah, we're
Is it
that's
for
just-
his case?
it might be. It might be.
If that is the case, Aaron,
Dude.
I would request a jury-free
I'm fucked.
adjudication.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm fucked. She will
Yeah.
throw me under the bus so bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not lying.
And you know what? I have to say there is a break in the system because so my son went through the same thing. So when
Yeah.
everything shut down, he was working for like Domino's and all these normal places, fast food and all these kinds of things.
Yep.
So he had the same issue. He never got unemployment when things first shut down. I went on unemployment. Here's where the break in the system is. I had my first deposit into my account in 3 days.
Are you serious?
How the fuck is that
He's
even
white.
possible?
He's like
He's
waited
white.
like 5 months
It's
or
a-
4
no,
months
no,
for
no, no.
mine, and I was sick. I was
Bro.
really, really sick. It was bad.
Do you
So I was having to go through that.
Cody,
Should've put a little powder on your face.
Cody, do you understand white privilege now?
I understand this completely. I was like, God damn it, just
that
like
not
school. I'm
unbelievable?
not white enough for the whites. I'm not brown enough for the browns.
It's so
Nobody
fucked up.
likes me. Out here with my thumb in my ass, and I can't get anybody to like me.
Well, that's something that's brown.
He's out there eating worms like Norman Reedus on fucking Walking Dead. I swear to God, how?
That's where the voices came
brutal,
from.
man.
I had to be my own friend.
Oh my God!
But I mean, our system is broken. I mean, and as much as I am grateful for the fact that I didn't have any hardships when
Of
I didn't have
course.
to go on it, however, it proves it's broken. I mean, my son, who was 20
Yeah.
at the time,
And he's a white guy.
well, he is a white guy,
he's a
but
white
he's
guy.
he's young. He has no life.
Sure.
No life?
He has no life.
I mean, I know what you mean.
That's kind of rude.
He moved out. He's on his own. He has no life.
Ain't that the
No,
truth?
but I mean, he hasn't experienced anything in life yet. So all these different things, and unfortunately, he switched jobs so many times in that year beforehand.
Okay.
He went through 3 or 4 different jobs. So because you don't have that one
Stable.
yeah.
Jack
Same
of all
thing.
trades.
Same thing with my brother-in-law. He worked for somebody who paid him half under the table.
Okay.
And he didn't submit all of his quarterly reports.
Mm-hmm.
He got screwed. I don't think he ever got unemployment.
Wow.
Damn.
So that's how broken the system is for somebody who doesn't work for somebody who turns in all their shit.
Right.
Yep.
Well, I worked and paid into it for I don't know how long, and then when I finally got it for a minute, they tried to make me pay it all back, but I didn't.
Yeah, don't you love that? Paying for their mistake.
But I was like, I paid that shit.
Yeah.
You're paying me what I paid, so
Wait a second. They wanted you to
No.
pay back your unemployment?
yeah.
Yeah, they
they
did.
literally wanted me to pay it back, and I was like,
Yep.
I don't think so. No, sorry.
Welcome to being brown.
I think it's because I'm with you, Aaron.
You think you just
Well,
like
you
the
might
brown?
be, you might be.
You like the brown penises. Now you
might
get the
be.
whole brown experience. Congratulations.
No, she's not even getting a brown penis. Remember, I'm half white.
Yeah.
I got gypped there a little bit.
Yeah.
Shades of gray.
Oh, man.
So, Cody,
Yes.
I'm sorry about our
You're good. You're good.
talking about unemployment, but you're relating. So you've been through that.
Yeah, the unemployment department, that whole experience was not fun.
It's fun.
No.
It's so fun.
Like you said, we revealed a lot about the system.
we
Totally
did
broken.
that quick. See how we resolve shit on this show.
Yeah.
That's what we
Yeah.
did.
Okay, one more fun fact.
Oh
though.
boy, here we go.
I've been drinking.
Let's keep bragging
He's
about
been
your
drinking.
whiteness. Let's
Been
go.
drinking.
But because of everything that happened last July, that's why we got all the stuff to start the podcast.
Okay, fair enough.
Wonderful.
Because of that.
See, it's good to know you need that white guy in your life.
I do.
And you have
Nicholas.
Nicholas. And Nicholas has you. So
got
you
me
know
a
what?
white guy.
It's about balance.
Yes.
Balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's not about shades of gray. It's about shades of
We're
beige.
problem solvers. Who wants
are.
me on their corporate team?
Professional problem solvers.
It'd be nice, if, I don't know. It could be switched around a little.
It would be nice to switch that up a little bit. Can you imagine what would happen if white people didn't get that privilege and all the brown people did? What would happen?
God, we'd be Africa.
Shit would go crazy.
Wait. Have you ever seen North Africa?
You ever seen South Africa?
They're whiter than me.
Yeah,
see-
we're just excluding the tip and the bottom.
Yeah, but there's that thing. I think
The
because
tip and the bottom are really important.
Yeah, you want all the girth in the middle. That's what you want.
like a pickle jar. Yeah, I got it. No, I was just thinking about like if you imagine that in the culture, if that did happen, because minorities, black people, brown people,
Yeah.
Everybody else that's out there that isn't necessarily white, we're used to getting fucked and not having the system get our back. So we've been taught how to handle that. White people haven't. If that flipped, there's fucking
man.
nuts war
man.
going on.
Some white people
some.
haven't.
Okay, you have. I know you have. I know you've been through the
That's
shit.
because she's female.
Yeah.
I feel like I should just leave the show.
Yeah,
Yeah, with your white privilege and
male
shit.
white ass.
Fuck you, Chuck. Motherfucker. Son of a bitch.
Can I get you something else to drink or eat?
Yes, please do.
Okay, Cody. Sorry,
Yeah.
we're 20 minutes into the show. We haven't even gotten to Cody yet.
I know.
That's not true. We've gotten to him twice, and we've gotten.
Giggity.
This is what happens on our podcast.
Yeah, the
sometimes,
fucking
right?
brown guy got fucked. For 20 minutes.
Wait a second. You got fucked for 20 minutes? White guys don't get that.
You can't hang that long.
No, I could hang that long. It'd just be nice for it to go that long.
Okay, fair enough.
I can only say that
I'm not
because my
trying to throw you
wife
under the
doesn't
bus.
listen to the show.
Unemployment sucked.
Okay, now I'm really hot. Now I'm fucking hot.
Speaking of
Hot as
things
shit
that
in here.
suck, let's talk about baby shit.
Oh, God.
What?
The sketch? Baby
The
shit?
sketch that you came up
Oh
with.
my god,
Oh,
yeah.
man. That was fun.
Let's talk about that.
That was
what would you like
hilarious.
to know?
Well, yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, that's a hilarious.
Everyone
sketch.
asks that question when they meet me. What the fuck is wrong with you?
So you're a stand-up comedian, though.
Yeah.
So what? My first question to you is, as a comedian, like, what got you involved in stand-up comedy? How did that happen? Like, I'm curious about how that process went with you. Like, you just had the balls one day to go up and open mic and do it?
I was dared. It was in high school, and they had this pageant. It was like a male fundraiser, like beauty pageant called Mr. Thunder. We were the Summit Storm. So my freshman year, they said, like, there's a talent portion. If you get nominated senior year, you have to do stand-up comedy. And I was like, sure. Senior year came, and I got nominated. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, my God.
I have to do stand-up comedy now. And I kept my word,
Okay.
and I did it. But the school board had to approve my comedy. And if you've ever seen me do comedy,
Your
I'm
bits.
rated R.
Yeah, your bits are pretty hardcore.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
dark. Like, we're going to get fucked on this whole set. Like, everyone's getting laid tonight.
Right.
Right?
By the way, my grandma's single. Huh? My grandma's single.
Ooh, you like the elderly women. That's my favorite.
That's his bit.
I don't like older women. I like elderly women. Like, if older women are cougars, I want saber-toothed tigers.
She's a big girl, too. You could slap her thigh, ride the wave in. That
Oh,
kind
I'm
of thing.
talking about. I love it. I want antique roadshow
God, she
pussy.
doesn't.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I want my pussy to smell like used vinyl, like just really worn in. You guys ever gone to Goodwill and just smelled the jeans? Like, that's what I want. Just, oh yeah, that's good. Oh, this has a nickel in it. That's good.
There's nothing better than finding spare change.
Yeah, I love it. The last elderly woman I was with, she's like, I made these panties out of linens from the Titanic.
Which she escaped from, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, she survived. Yeah, well,
You know
I
how
think
disturbing that is.
Dude, I
Please
love
tell
it.
me you know.
I
disturbing
love
is
that.
that's all a matter of perspective.
It really is. It really is. And it's hilarious, though. The exaggerations that stand-up comics can come up with fascinate me. I fucking love it.
I do too.
It's so... there's a creativity there that's so fast.
Yeah.
And so on the fly, man.
My first time was a lot different than most people because it was in an auditorium of 800 people.
Okay?
And
The first time you had sex was with 800 people watching you?
Yes. I was a webcam girl when I started, and
Dude, there's no way you can get this guy, Chuck. Don't even try. He's too fast. He's
Don't
too
even-
good.
But I'm going to keep
you're
playing.
gonna keep trying. You're gonna keep doing
I'm
it.
going to keep playing.
Yeah, I'm playing with myself right now.
You keep
Go
doing
ahead,
this,
Chuck.
I will too.
Go ahead, Chuck.
I already came twice. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's how we make the brown. What is it? Brown sugar bourbon stronger.
That's how we do it. Yep.
So I had to come up with 11 minutes of material, which is not typical for a stand-up comedian on their first time. It's usually an open mic, 3 minutes, and that seems like an eternity. But the school board had to approve my set, and they didn't approve anything in the first 5. And I wrote the 6th one the day of the show, and they're like, oh, by this point it's filtered out. I'm like, you guys fucked up. And I went up there and I told some jokes. They're like,
I love it.
I don't know if we're going to allow stand-up comedy at these shows anymore.
Why do white people?
That's so
why do
good.
white guys always have beards? Because he's sitting here scratching himself like the white principal having a beard.
Yeah,
You notice that? He like went straight there. He's like, oh, this guy. Oh,
The white guys do that.
Yeah.
That's a perfect example.
It's a nervous tick.
It's a nervous tick. Absolutely.
it's just like every time Aaron tries to exemplify a white person, he's whiter than me. I mean,
Yeah, you guys aren't afraid to scratch though. Like brown people, we got skin and it shows up.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got a lotion all the time.
all
get
the
ashy.
time. We get ashy as fuck. That shit shows up.
There's your white privilege showing again.
hey, check out them elbows.
So I did it. It was 11 minutes and it was a lot of fun and I was hooked from there on out. But I moved to Los Angeles after 2 years of college and I hadn't done stand-up comedy for 2 years. That was the first and only time. 2 years, went to LA, and I went to the Improv. It was the first time I'd ever done it since then.
Okay.
And I found out that not all experiences are like that. A room full of comics doesn't want you to be funny. They want to be funny. So it's a little bit different. There was like 11 people there. I think one guy was on like mushrooms and meth because he was fighting himself on stage. Like,
Oh my god.
Wow.
yeah, and it wasn't a bit.
Man. How long you been doing this then?
That was 2006, so 2008, 2009.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's a long time.
A long time.
We're old.
No, we are. We
That's
are.
as old as our
But
youngest
there was
daughter.
breaks in
I
there.
know.
There was breaks.
Sure.
I did it for 4 years in LA, just open mics, and it wasn't until like 4th year I got freaking booed. I got no laughs. I got nothing for that whole time. And it was literally probably 2 months before I left LA that I got offered my first paying gig, which was hosting an open mic in Reseda. Mm-hmm. And then I moved right after that back to Oregon. And then it was 2 years before I performed my first show, and somebody saw me at a bar, and they're like, "Are you Cody Parr from YouTube?" I'm like, "Yeah." I like, "Would you want to do comedy?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" Gave me 20 minutes and paid me $75. I'm like, "I'm doing this every day,
Every fucking day.
fucking day."
Oh, yeah.
It was
Dude,
awesome.
That's
Cool.
dope. That's dope. I have much respect for stand-up comedians. I've watched them my entire life. First time was Richard Pryor albums.
Yeah,
Yeah, my dad had. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy
Live
Raw.
on Sunset Strip
Yeah,
was
Eddie
the ones
Murphy
I
Raw.
did.
He's younger.
He's younger than I am.
He's
Yeah,
Eddie Murphy.
I used to
We're-
listen to
we're Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I listened to all his albums. My dad had those and Cosby albums at the
Yep.
time.
Was it
That's what he did.
Richard Pryor live on Sunset?
And Live on Sunset
my
Strip and Live in Concert was my favorite one. That's the one with the monkeys.
I used to live across the street from that theater.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah, but ever since then, man, and then I got into George Carlin and all those guys back in the day, and I've just loved stand-up comedy my entire life.
Yeah.
I just adore that that freedom
Yeah.
that you guys have on stage. And I know it's an art form because you guys have to write these jokes
Yeah.
and come up with these bits and all that stuff. So
My process is a little different than a lot of people because, like, what we're doing, like just spitballing, talking shit, and things like that.
Yeah.
I find the funny, and then I write the topic down, and I don't ever fully write out a bit. I just write the subject of what it is, and I almost try to recreate that moment with the audience, and
Sure.
so like get them there. But with that, you'll get heckled, and like something will come out of it, or you'll think of something else. So it's almost like you're seeing me do this bit off the top of my head in real time.
Right.
And so I will do that over and over and over until I find something that I really like. And by the time I get there, it's kind of ingrained in me. So
What he's
it's
saying
a really cool
is in
process.
4 months, this podcast is going to fucking kill.
it could be
You
on
guys are going to be one big fucking joke.
It usually is anyway.
We normally are. It is a joke.
pretty
All
much.
right.
I love it. I love it.
I got one quick question for you.
Yeah.
So why are you funny?
Why am I funny?
Yeah, is it a family thing?
It's a family thing. My grandfather's funny. My dad is funny. My uncles are funny. My grandfather's probably like one of the funniest people I've ever met. And we were talking about this a little earlier about how my grandfather, like, doesn't matter what life throws at him. He's going to joke about it. Like, he was in the hospital with a broken neck, broken spine, just broken everything. And the nurse came to get a urine sample, and she leaves it there, and he had tucked away a thing of apple juice the day before.
Okay.
And so she leaves, he comes back, and he had poured the apple juice in the cup for the urine. And she comes over and checks it. She's like, "Oh, it's a little dark today." He goes, "You know what? You're right. We should probably run that through again." Takes it and drinks it in front of her. And she almost throws up. And that is like the perfect embodiment of like where the roots of my comedy come from.
That's a beautiful thing.
Oh, I love it.
That's fucking awesome.
Because it's my family talks shit to each other. My friends, we talk shit to each other. It's like that's how we endear each other.
That's
we love
what we
each
do
other.
too. We do
Yeah.
the same thing. That's exactly what it is. In fact,
You should hear our kids.
Yes, yeah.
Shut up, you stupid fucking idiot.
I know, idiot, fucking stupid retard. I mean, that's
Don't
what they
talk to your
do.
father that way?
Well, they don't care.
Yeah.
We're not sensitive about that
Right,
stuff. We
right.
know when they're being out of line and when they're just fucking around.
Right.
That's the difference, right?
It's hard to go out into the world and find people that aren't like that, though, that take it way too seriously.
That's
And
what
you
I'm
know, there's
saying.
nothing wrong with that. That's just how they live. But at the same time, it's hard for me to pull it back and not
Sure.
do it because that's who I am.
Right.
That's who everybody I associate with is. That's just how it is.
You're
So,
busting people's balls. That's what
Yeah.
you're supposed to do.
Yeah. The
That's
things I
the
used to
fun
get in
stuff.
trouble
Yeah.
for in school are now paying my bills. I love it.
Badass.
People that are easily offended just don't have that much fun. That's
They
what I
don't.
think.
Right.
They
It's
don't.
sad.
It is sad because
The damn snowflakes, I tell you.
you
Fucking
know what I'm
snowflakes,
saying.
bro.
Like,
Why is everybody looking at me?
I know.
you're a fucking
snowflake.
snowflake.
Wait a second. Let's
I'm not talking about your color, Chuck.
Let's talk about the whitest, palest girl in the room.
I'm not talking
here.
about the color here. No snowflake.
So what makes me a snowflake? I'm
I
funny.
don't know.
Fuck
We
you,
just
I'm
looked,
funny.
we just looked at you. Happened to look at you during the show.
All
Why are you
of
so
you.
sensitive all of a sudden?
All of you.
Your energy has heavy gravity. We're just drawn to you.
All of you.
Like, is that okay to
I
say,
am.
massa?
See, he's good. He's good.
Are you? I have nothing right
That's
now.
okay.
I got you.
You know that, yeah.
Well, you busted out the master, and that always makes me shut up because I'm always afraid if I say something that's going to be, white privilege.
Better watch yourself.
It just doesn't matter.
And it would be,
It
so.
would be. You can't win on that one. See, and that's what sucks because Chuck is not like that at all, right? But you could be labeled that. How's that feel to be able to be labeled white privilege?
I've always been labeled.
Because I've been labeled many times. I'm sure he has too.
The funny thing is
Everybody gets labeled.
people will label
Right.
people who don't know me will label me as a success that fucking successful white guy.
You're successful.
Who has exactly? Am I perfectly successful in everything I do? You guys are my friends. You tell me, am I perfectly successful in
No,
everything I do?
I know
Not
you're
everything
striving
you do.
to it. You're
I
striving
mean,
for it.
you're
Yeah,
good.
You're
We're striving
fine.
to do the best we can in life.
Absolutely,
However,
absolutely.
and I'm not that guy, but however, because of the way I am, the way I talk, and the way I present myself, I'm that fucking guy that
Quite
people
the
who
salesman.
don't know me. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I am actually.
Yeah.
But people who don't know me, they think that I am. They think I'm one of these elite because of where I live, Gig Harbor guys.
Yeah.
That's why we picked you
yeah.
to be producer.
Yeah, you're a producer.
No,
You're so
you guys
damn
picked
good
me
at it.
producer because you don't fucking like paperwork.
No, I don't like
Or
that paper.
yeah,
And I do not because I'm white privileged, but because I'm a fucking nerd.
Yeah, when Nicholas and I were driving up here, I was like, where the fuck is this podcast at? Nantucket? Holy shit, I brought my yacht shoes? What the fuck?
Right? He lived out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
And he
Charles.
pulled in and he was like, I didn't bring a fucking raccoon cap. What the fuck am I supposed to do here?
Yeah.
you didn't bring me a possum.
Yeah.
No,
Get outta
because
here.
I would eat it and you would raise it.
Yeah, after we got pizza, we're coming back and we're like, well,
Yeah.
you know, maybe it's not as, maybe they're used to this because it's.
Then I met him and I
from
was like,
Oregon.
oh, I totally get it. He likes to say the N-word with the hard R. No one's going to hear that out here.
That's right. Yep.
No one.
Wait.
Hard R.
How do you say that with a hard R?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'll do it. Yeah, I can get away with it because I'm half black.
I don't have that card.
It's nigger. That's how white people say it.
And
then,
he can
you know,
only say it that good because he's half white.
I'm half white. I got that part down. I'm still working on the black side of it though. You're like nigga what? You know, nigga.
He sucks
You know?
at that.
Yeah, I'm
There's
trying.
no, where there's no R.
Right, there's no R.
Right.
Yeah, that's the
Which
term.
is correct. I'm still trying to
It
figure
depends
that.
on
I
who-
am I'm the white guy. in
Well,
the
it
group. I wanna
honestly
make
depends on
sure-
who you're talking to, Chuck. If you're talking with the elites, you probably want to do the hard R.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, if you're talking,
You
with,
want to
know-
impress your friends? That's what you do.
yeah, that's what you do, Chuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
You
stick with that, you'll
Tarantino
be
the
fine.
shit out of it.
Cody,
Just over and over.
my friends are in this room.
Oh?
Everybody else is potential investors.
Oh, okay.
We're potential witnesses.
The white man telling the truth for the first time.
So it's
Well, I'm just going to bounce. Continue the conversation.
good.
okay, good. All right.
That's
So
good.
as a stand-up comedian, though, okay, so what's it feel like to get on stage and bomb? What's that like?
I had the newspaper write an article about one night where I bombed so hard.
They even wrote a fucking
They
article.
called
Oh
me
my
and they're like,
God.
"Oh, we heard you bombed. We'd love to do an article about your perspective on that." I was like, "I would love to give that to you."
It's actually very interesting because it takes a lot of fucking heart. It takes a lot of balls to get up on stage and do
Yeah.
that in the first place, right?
Yeah.
Then you have a bit and you're like, fuck, I hope this is funny. I'm thinking this is funny. It makes me laugh. It makes
Right.
people laugh. I've tested on. You go up there and do your bit and it doesn't resonate through the audience
Yeah.
at all. And now you're sitting there like, ookie.
Well, here's the thing.
How do you deal with that? What's
you
up?
just have to keep powering through it because here's something that happened to me. I was doing 2 shows in Portland in one night. One at Helium Comedy Club and another one at a brewery, like tap room type place.
Okay.
One was in the ethnic part of town where a lot of minorities were.
Okay.
The other one was in the Pearl District where there's a lot of hipsters that are hoity-toity.
Okay.
And that's just me stereotyping everything.
Sure.
I killed at Helium with my 20-minute set, just absolutely murdered it. It was such a good set. I felt so good. Went across the bridge to the Pearl and got 0 laughs. And it was so aggressively silent that I stopped my act in the middle of it. And I said, if I don't get a laugh on this next joke, I'm just going to start roasting all of you individually, one by one. No laughs. And that's what I did. And I literally got off stage. Fuck you very much. You've been a terrible audience. Have a good night.
Beautiful.
Oh, and it's just, you roll with the punches.
You
I
have
hope
to just be badass.
Well, let me
it was such a douchebag thing to do, but I still did it.
You have to fucking do it though. How else are you going to get out of that?
I opened for Steve Byrne on a Friday, and then
Okay.
I opened for Kyle Kinane on a Saturday. And the Steve Byrne show was the one where I bombed horribly, 25 minutes. And then I went and did Kyle Kinane, and I killed it. And it was the same set, just different parts of town, different day, different audience,
people.
different
Yeah.
everything. So
Yeah.
you got to just take it as it comes, because if you don't, like, I
Was-
don't know, you're not a real comic in my opinion.
Was it the
Right.
white people afraid to laugh?
I don't know.
They just sense of humor is different. I mean, I get what he's saying.
Well,
It's
wait
that
a
taste,
second.
you know.
I'm pretty white. I mean, I'm
Yeah, but I
white
mean-
and white in general.
Yeah, but I mean,
It
you
could have
have,
been
but
me.
you have a sense of humor, Charles.
That's true.
Yeah, you know, some people
There's-
don't have that.
Some people don't, and that's what, like I was saying about just people with, if you can't laugh about shit, and if you're too so offended,
Right.
that's the thing. Though.
But there was also the part that those people came to see Steve Byrne, and even he had a hard time that night.
Did
I'm
he
like,
really?
what's wrong with you
Like,
guys?
he-
It's like, why
They
the
didn't
fuck
even
did you
laugh
come
at
to a
him.
comedy show?
And that's why I said, fuck you very much. You've been a
Yeah.
terrible audience.
I totally
was
get it.
like, in my opinion,
Obviously.
the customer's not always right. I'm
No.
like, sorry, you guys,
Right.
I know this is funny.
Well, I'm a
Yeah.
bartender. The customer's never fucking right. They're just drunk.
yeah, they're fucked. But
Every
it's
night is different. Every crowd is different. So that's part of the fun of it, actually.
I bet.
Is bombing.
I bet.
Yeah.
But that excitement, because you don't know what's going to happen when you
Yeah.
go up on stage. You're totally, like, I mean, even though you have a bit, this is almost like a live improv that you're doing, no
Right.
matter what, because you have your structure. If everything works out to a T, that's great, but I'm sure it doesn't.
No, it's so many times, and that's where the open mic, when you're testing the new material, when you bomb there, I have a rule for a joke. 5 rooms. If 3 rooms this does not laugh, the joke's gone.
It's out.
It's out of my book. I'm not ever telling it again.
Okay.
Ever. But if it kills majority, 3 out of the 5 rooms, I'm keeping it, and I'm going to keep trying to test it out. Keep trying to test it out. So
Just the fact that you can bomb and still go back and do it again, like that's gangster as fuck.
Yeah, I'm a
because
masochist,
I would quit. I would quit. I would cry and I would quit.
That's what happens to
that's
most
I almost
people.
do.
Fear of failure, though.
yeah.
Well,
a lot of people
I'm a
that
Or
Yeah.
criticism.
They
Fear of
wanna do
failure, the
comedy.
criticism, because, like we said, I mean, we are trying to convince
I'm a
this
baby.
beautiful woman to release and let us put together and release her book of poetry.
Yeah.
But it's that
I'm
fear
scared.
factor that she's the
Fear is not
the
real.
criticism.
Well,
It's not
I mean-
real.
She's afraid of the criticism that's going to come. And
Growth sets on the other side.
I
of fear,
respect.
and
I
it's-
respect people.
That's
Therefore, I
what she
respect
talked
their
about.
opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And if I upset somebody or I offend somebody, I don't like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what-
but you have to understand it's your art, so it's all perception. So if they don't like it, there's a different radio station they can turn to. There's a different channel they can turn to. There's another movie they can go watch. They don't have to like yours.
Yeah.
But
No.
there is an audience that will connect with it, and you don't even know you could save a life.
And
with
that's
your
who you're
poetry.
looking for. And that's what I was trying to tell you even with the show when we were doing it. There's certain people that we're looking for to attract to the show, and there's others that we don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Now, if they're coming on our show or listening to our show and they're like, well, I think you guys should do it this way and that way, I'm like, well, you're not the audience we're looking for. You know, this is not your thing then. We're trying to make a show for these type of people that understand what we're doing, and that's our niche. That's our thing.
I respect everybody's opinion equally. So
Yeah, I know
to
you
me,
do. It's
those people that criticize you, they matter just as much, and their opinion
they
matters
do.
just as much.
They do.
That's what maybe stops me from putting it out there, but at the same time, it matters.
you know-
Everyone's what they say matters.
Yeah, you're not really afraid to put it out there. You're afraid that you're going to offend somebody by what
Yeah.
you wrote.
And what did the person who made you cry so hard and leave the show for an hour say to you?
Don't waste your gift.
No,
Give
break
your
it
gift.
down and make it harsher the way you talk. What did he say to you? Fuck them.
Yeah,
Fuck.
he did
Yeah,
say
you
that.
have
Yeah.
to.
Absolutely. Great
I
advice.
just have a.
And that's
I
what he
have a hard
said.
time
Thanks for
with
being a
that.
fucking bad audience. Good night.
Yeah.
Seriously, fuck them.
I wish I could do that. I
You
really
can.
wish I could have that mentality
You
or
can.
figure that out.
It takes one try. You just have the balls to do it one time and you see what happens.
I s-
Guess what happens?
I swear to
Nothing.
God, one of
Nothing
these-
happens back. No one will do anything
we'll
other
see.
than to leave you alone.
One of these days, I'm going to surprise the hell out of you guys, and I'm going to do it.
There's going to be
know.
that moment,
Go
and
for
you are
it,
going to be
right?
so happy.
I'm going to
She's
break
gonna
out of
fucking
this
so
little
happy.
box. that
I
I'm-
want.
Oh my gosh.
Did you hear what he
Being
just said?
your authentic self is the most rewarding thing you can do.
'Cause it's
And
a
for
freedom,
people that are going
right?
to judge you, they're hurting inside if they're going to do that to you. They're messed up on the inside that they need to work on themselves. Yes, I respect the right for someone. They have the right to wave the Confederate flag all fucking day. It doesn't mean I agree with why they do it. I don't agree that they do it. I don't like that they do it. It's my opinion though. And that's what I have the right to do, is have my opinion. But I respect their right to be able to wave it whenever the hell they want. So when you look at people that come here and judge you for that, you have every right to do what you want to do and be happy and be proud of yourself, because this is a beautiful piece of art. This is a piece of your mind, your soul, your body, your everything that you are. So when you have people that come and judge you, that's a reflection on them, not you. Not you. If they don't like it, fuck them. That guy was absolutely right.
That's interesting.
That's everything.
Oh, well, I don't think I've ever
Well,
said anything
you ever give me
closely remote to that. But
you
let's
ever-
give Cody all the credit.
And
I promise these guys have said it.
Aaron has pushed this on you so many times. But I swear to God, woman, if you ever give me the inkling that you're okay with this, I'm going to take your fucking paperwork from you and I'm going to get it printed.
Take it. I'll give it to you. I've given it to you before. I'll give it to you.
Well, that was
again.
just to read, and then you
Yeah.
took it back.
I'll give it to you and leave it with
We're
you.
going to get it set up for
Fine.
her.
So,
I think
I'm
she's ready.
And when you do
I'm
it,
ready.
I want to read it, because I will be right
Really?
there.
It's
I would
fucking dope.
love to.
Bruh.
I love poetry.
It's
I write
fucking
hip hop
dope.
music and all kinds of music.
Oh, you
so
love
I love that type of
I've
stuff.
always wanted my shit to be turned into music, but my biggest problem is I haven't been able to freaking beg people to read my shit. They won't do it. They don't
won't.
want to. They
Wait.
don't want to read it.
As we all know, and if any of my family are listening, I love you all, but you push it to family members. You need to find an audience.
Yeah.
Our families do not listen
They don't
to our
support
show.
our shit.
They don't support us,
Our
but-
families only watch our movies when we give them free passes. Our
Yes.
families support us when it's like, good job on something.
Yeah.
However, they don't support us as far as what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, but I listen to my
I
brother
want
play shitty ass guitar for
I want
hours and hours and hours and hours.
That's
and
you.
hours.
That's
you were a
not
very
your
supportive
family.
sister.
Yeah.
Yes, you were
I'm
supportive.
supportive.
Yeah, not everybody's
You
that
would
way. Sam.
think.
We have people in Seattle living on the street who need to read your poetry
Yes.
because it'll make them
Yes.
realize they can keep going. Why? Because your dad was one of those people on the street that you write about.
Yep.
True.
That's important
that.
shit. That's the heart of it.
That's why I want to get your shit printed, published, and put out there.
Yep.
Okay, let's stop talking about it because
you
I'm
That's
going to
okay.
use the
Yes.
No, I love it. I love it. Oh.
Yes.
My goal: make people laugh, make people go, "What the fuck," and also to make Sam.
We
cry.
can bring it back
That's
to
the show.
comedy, too.
That's-
But
Yeah, we can always bring it back.
I
to
wanna
comedy.
being
do it.
vulnerable
I-
is a strength. So that's a
I mean,
huge strength. No
don't
matter what
know.
people say, it is.
You are vulnerable, and it is. a
I just
strength.
cry.
No, because it matters in your writing. You can read it. You can feel it. That person you are. That's in there. But it's also the person that's stopping you from putting it out there. That's the irony of it.
When
all.
you let me ask you a question. I'm sorry. Cody.
No, go ahead.
I am
I
so
I
sorry,
like
Cody.
this conversation.
I don't
When
because
you
it's focused on me.
when you, yes it is. When
She likes calling me an asshole more than this.
yes,
Samantha
very
Hannah.
much
That's
so.
way much better, isn't it?
you cry and you leave the room,
Uh-huh.
why do you leave the room?
Because I can't stop and it's disturbing.
For you or for the audience?
I feel like for everybody involved.
It's not.
Well,
Allow yourself to be vulnerable for a minute.
That's healing.
I mean, I don't mind crying
You don't-
in front of people. I don't care. I've cried in front of a million people. Like at work, bartending. People are mean. I cry all the time. I don't care. I go up to a table bawling.
Are you
matter
offended
to
if
me.
someone doesn't like your drink that you
Yes,
make them?
yes, I am.
Really?
Yes, I get
Why?
because it hurts my feelings because I try so hard.
But what if you've made that drink 100 times and 99 people liked it? It's
Well, I
just
don't
not-
understand why the other person doesn't
Everyone's,
like it.
everyone's,
they're already drunk.
everyone's palate is different, so their standards are
True.
different. So people
True.
can only meet you where they're at. That's
That's a
all
good
they're
point.
capable of doing. So if you know that you do a good job and you put everything that you have into it, like you should be proud of that. And their opinion is just one opinion.
Well, with my drinks, I at least please one person. So I'm
With
good
your
with that.
poetry,
With
what
my
if you could just
poetry,
please one person? What if you
If
could
I
save
could
one
please
person,
one
like he
person,
was
that
saying?
would help me put it out there.
But
That's
But
how
you
I-
can't catch a fish if you don't put your bait in the water.
Okay, true.
Ooh, now we're talking about getting wet.
Boy, I tell you what, there ain't nothing better than I love doing than getting myself wet. A good book of poetry and a little bush light will do it. Oh, yeah.
My gosh, I just went back to California.
Shove that inside me and let me read.
Voices are perfect. I thought I could do it. He could fucking nail the voices, man.
Yeah. You
Sam-
look about as pretty as my sister on our honeymoon. I ain't gonna lie.
He even looks like he's got chew in his mouth when he does it. It's perfect.
It's the underbite.
It helps, doesn't it?
Yeah. Like I'm trying to hide a snooze or something.
Oh my god.
You okay over there, Sam?
Yeah, I'm okay.
That's good.
I'm okay.
Well, when you release
I'm
it, I would
tougher
love to
than
read it.
You probably think.
No, we know
I am-
you're tough.
I am
No,
tough.
no.
I
It's just, yeah, what he said.
Comedy is my poetry in a different form.
Yep.
It's a totally different form.
Filmmaking
but that's
is
me
for-
being
same for me.
vulnerable. But that's what I love about it, is that I get to authentically be myself, and fuck you if you don't like it.
That's exactly
Go
how I
somewhere
feel.
else. It's okay. It's
would-
okay.
No,
don't
there
give a
would be
shit.
water
I don't
coming
give a shit
out
if they don't like it.
everywhere if I bombed on stage. There'd be water coming out of it.
Well, we already know Cody likes a woman who's good and wet, so.
But think about
I'll
this.
take them hard and dry, too. I don't give a shit.
It's a safer.
I got lard.
Goddamn right, brother.
No.
But think about it, Sam. What you're doing, you're isolating yourself and you're writing your poetry. What if you had an audience around here while you were writing and they got to see what you were writing at the time and you didn't get any response out of them? That's still your platform. That's still what you're doing. His just happens to be on stage live.
Yeah.
My writing is
know?
my soul. It's everything that I've ever lived. It's my
Sure.
heart. It's my soul. It's everything I've ever felt. And I am so vulnerable with it.
Yeah.
It's like, if you read my poetry, you know me.
Yeah.
Like, you know me.
That's what I tell people about my music. Is like, you see me on stage and you meet me in real life, and I don't take myself too seriously. But when you go underneath that layer, the music is where I let that out. So there is like this light and this dark that I get to use. and I get to help people through with what I'm dealing with. And I didn't understand that until I put out my first project. And I had people tell me that my music helped them. And that like changed my life. It changed everything about how I wrote. Because I was listening to people in the industry telling me, you should do radio stuff. You should do stuff for girls. You should do this. And it wasn't until I got real and I got vulnerable and I started sharing who I really, really was that you don't ever get to see. That's when I started being my authentic self and being the most proud of what I wrote, and I got to help more people. So that kept me motivated, and it allows me to have those therapeutic moments when I'm by myself and I have no money and I can't afford a therapist. Like, that's what it is. And so you share
That's
those
what it
moments
is.
and you find like-minded people and you find other people that don't like it, but that's okay.
I think my problem is I
is
haven't
okay.
found anybody like-minded that.
You haven't tried yet.
But what
But,
if
haven't really tried
but I
yet.
enjoy it. I'm confident about it. I
You
know
should
it's
be.
good. I
It's
know
fucking
it's good.
Yeah, you
Good.
know.
I
Yeah.
just am afraid of sharing it.
I'm
That's
excited
all.
to read it.
As you know from Facebook and the last 2 years of everything going on
I
from
don't go on
from the
Facebook
end of one
that
regime
much.
that we had that made, lots of Facebook things to having the pandemic going on.
Yeah.
So from all those things, you realize that negativity flows fastest
Yeah.
and easiest for people.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You are going to help people and never hear anything.
No.
Because they won't say anything unless it's something impactful and they actually meet you. Then it will say something. Negativity will be in your face all the time. You cannot focus on that negative because it's the only thing that's been said back. You have to focus on all the people that you help.
But you do realize that my shit's dark. It's dark, and
It's
sometimes
dark.
there is no happy ending, and that's what kind of concerns me. Like, I don't want.
You're not going to make somebody kill themselves.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
afraid
You are not
of.
going to-
It's not
you are
that
not
bad.
going to make
That's what
somebody
I'm
kill
afraid of.
themselves.
No, I read it, Sam. It's not that way. I think what happened is that she had, your grandpa read your poetry, and he said a couple things on the notes that he gave you, and I think that's what got you. I think that's what got you because
Thanks a lot, Aaron.
oh no, and it wasn't anything bad that he really said. He was just saying
He's an
look,
impactful person in her
well,
life.
yeah,
So it means a
yeah,
lot.
and he was surprised of the things that she wrote down. I think, and
Yeah.
he was like, "Ooh, this is kind of heavy duty, kind of hard, kind of dark, kind of this, kind of that," and I think that made her feel probably this big
Yeah.
in her grandpa's eyes.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't want to get that out there like that, and then people might judge me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. That's what I think happened, and that's her fear. How are people going to look at her?
Right.
If she puts this
I get
out
that.
there, which
I
is
totally
so
get that.
real, it's so raw. Like
I
she
totally
says.
get that.
I read it and I'm like, yeah, Sam, that's you, bro. But I know her.
Yeah.
I know her, and I'm like, it's fucking badass. It's dope because you're a strong ass woman.
I can't wait.
You know
to
what I
read it.
mean?
It's
So
gonna be
there's
so
nothing
awesome.
wrong with that.
I'm
There's
so
nothing wrong with
excited.
that. There's funny stuff in it. There's hardcore stuff. There's dark shit in it.
Yeah.
There's sad stuff. There's angry stuff in it. It's fucking dope. And I was sitting there reading. I'm like, fuck, this is the girl I fell in love with. Seriously. So it's dope. Grandpa still loves you.
Yeah.
He just is probably, he never heard the shit that I heard. And he was like, what the
Probably
fuck?
it shocked him.
It shocked him.
Well, I'm excited.
But that's the beauty of it.
And
That's
with
the beauty.
and with the family stuff, here's the funny part. Do you ever smoke in front of your grandpa?
Yeah.
Okay, well, see, that's a little bit different because
He
most
smokes
people,
cigars, so,
most people
yeah.
who hide themselves, like I remember my
don't
wife and
hide-
her sister would never, at 30 years old, would not smoke in front of their parents, and I'd be sitting there like, "Hey, what's up? What are you guys doing? How you doing?
Yeah.
Today,
I'll
be in just a second."
I use my music to almost communicate with my family how I was truly feeling, and the dark conversations
Yeah.
that I couldn't just sit down and have with them, or I felt like I couldn't. That's how I did it, and it helped them understand, and it helped me communicate it. It was like an outlet. It was great.
It's a great
Well,
outlet.
it was.
It's
It
perfect.
would have
Yeah.
been. My grandpa came back and kind of used it against me.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and
that's
here's-
kind of like all the stuff I wrote about my dad.
Yeah.
And then after he died, when I was really upset one day and I was crying, Grandpa said, "Well, you didn't even like your dad
Oh.
because of all that stuff that he wrote."
So, because he didn't even get it. He didn't get what you were saying in your poetry. I got
No,
it.
He didn't.
Yeah, that's a dick move. I get it. Wow.
Did it
So
help you
that's-
when you wrote it?
That's what.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I
Oh
bet you
yeah.
did. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 Wow.
Everything that I wrote helped me get
Yeah.
through stuff.
But now you can be confrontational with the asshole to your left. But
Yeah.
He's
because
black,
he's
put him in his
older,
place.
because
You're white. Come on.
because he's
It's
older,
easy.
were you ever that confrontational with your grandpa? It's like, then did you ever look at him and say,
No
then
way.
you didn't understand it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He, doesn't
No,
get, he just doesn't get it.
No, he
Right.
doesn't
So-
get it.
but the problem also is that you didn't want to communicate that with him. It's like you'd like, no, wait, if that's what you think, then you really didn't get it.
Yep.
Yeah. And see, that's
And
the
you let
asshole
that-
in me.
You let that catch on your head, and then that held you down. You didn't actually come back and be like, wait, you didn't get that.
There's another poem in that moment, though, when you revealed yourself to your grandfather and he makes a comment like that, and then the way you felt, you can write your way out of that emotion and understand it better.
True.
And there's poetry in that.
And tomorrow afternoon, Sam will be in the garage from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. and Erin will find out if she's hungry at all and go check on her.
No,
because she'll be scribbling away in a book.
Okay,
maybe
this
till 2.
podcast is about
Okay.
Cody.
Yeah,
though,
we gotta talk about Cody.
Right?
I do the same thing, but I do it with comedy. Like, I'll talk about how small my dick is. Like, it's not long, but it's wide.
I do it too all the time.
Yeah.
I talk about how small his dick is.
Yeah, and
Sign of
I vouch
intelligence.
for it.
Sign of intelligence. I found that out
I'm
today.
very smart.
Yeah, me too.
I'm in tune with it.
I'm super smart.
Fucking smartest. I love how we just turned that to a dick joke.
That's awesome. Beautiful thing.
And speaking of your poetry, Sam, let's talk about penises.
Yes, my poetry name is Girth Brooks.
Girth Brooks.
It all relates. You know what I mean? All
does.
this kind of relates.
It does.
Like with your music too. So you briefly, what kind of music are you writing? What are you
Hip hop
doing?
music. I
Okay.
discovered it when I was younger. My uncle showed me. I wasn't even allowed to listen to it until I was like 12 years old, and I heard Tupac, and I was like, "What in the hell is this?"
Mind blown.
Heard Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I
Right.
started
Yes. Love
NWA. I started like West Coast gangster rap is what I was brought up on. So
Okay.
I loved it. And a year later, I started writing music and writing poetry. That's where it kind of started. So
Okay.
I loved it. And
I
just
will give
haven't-
you my stuff and you make a song out of it and I will like.
I've done that. I
be
wrote out my bucket
satisfied
list
for
and turned
life.
it into a song.
That's awesome.
Yeah, called
Dope.
Before I Go. I loved it.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good time.
It is a good time. And this stuff that we're all trying to do, one way or another, relates emotionally to all of us.
Yes.
It really does.
Yeah.
That's why we have the passion for it that we have. There's no doubt about it. And when we're talking with Nicholas, what did he say about it's not just confidence, it's competence?
Competence.
Yes.
Having competence in what you're
Um,
doing.
Yes.
You know, I think we all have that competence, what we're trying to figure out and why we're trying to do this and what steps we're taking. We all seem to be thinking, you know, even Sam right now,
Oh, I'm
even why
thinking?
she's not. Yeah. Even though, you know, I know that you're not just going, I'm not going to put my stuff out there. It's not going to happen. I know you're not acting that way. You're thinking through all this shit as to, when may be the right time? When is she
No,
ready?
my dream is to hide behind somebody else. I want somebody to make music out of my words
That's
so
not
that I don't
necessarily
have
true.
to claim them.
No, that's not true. No,
No, it is.
Whoa, whoa,
You
whoa.
should
wants
work
that.
for Drake.
Yeah,
It's
she
kind of true. It's a little
yeah,
true.
that would be ideal for her, but it's not going to
Yeah,
happen
that's
that way
ideal.
because her path has to do this. No different than we have to make movies again. No different. You have to do your stand-up
Yeah,
comedy.
yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
It's
I
up
I
to
want to
us.
hide behind somebody.
We can't.
You can hide behind yourself. It's called a pen name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Get that shit.
If that's
out there.
really what's
Do
your
a pen name.
what's your penis name?
Yeah.
Aaron.
My penis.
Not you. What's your penis name?
Freckle.
When I heard Lady Gaga the first time, I honestly thought she was a porn star. Like
I did too.
Right? I know.
I did too.
It was the Gaga. That
And then
got
I
me.
saw her, and I
And
was
you-
hoping she wasn't.
Yeah. Well, the first time I saw her, she
But
was
then I-
wearing a bunch of meat. I'm like, yeah, see, she's a porn star.
But then I saw her in American Horror Story, and I was hoping that I could find something online.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, when she did the thing for the inauguration.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, when she sang that song, I was like, dude, Lady Gaga's actually no joke. She
Yeah,
can
she
sing
can
her
sing.
ass
Yeah,
off.
yeah, yeah.
I was like,
I love
fuck. I know, it's crazy.
Pandemic was hard
Don't-
for me because it was like restricting from my creativity. I'm used to being on stage. I'm used to being in front of a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I'm used to like giving that, and now I wasn't allowed to. I'm like, how do I do this?
I know, I hear you.
It was great for me.
We started the podcast during the pandemic. What did you do for your outlet during that time? Did you just write music or did you write bits? What did you do?
See, this is where I was. I was in a really, really dark place. A lot of bad things were happening to me. A lot of people were just not being good to me that I had previously in my life. And just life things that I was dealing with that I've never dealt with before in my life while being sick, while not having money, while having all my creative outlets stripped from me. Like I didn't know where I was going to go and I didn't know how I was going to get there. So a lot of it was writing that dark stuff. That's where it came from. And, you know, having thoughts that I'd never had before and dealing with emotions that I had never dealt with in certain ways. Like I wrote my way out. But at the same time, I was like, this will help somebody if I get this out there. So there was that kind of little light of hope for me. So, yeah.
I could see it so well out of his mouth.
It just
a
rattles
way.
around in the head though, and won't
No,
come out of your own.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing. Like that's what I did. I wrote my way out
Yeah.
of
But
everything.
the
everything.
comedy wasn't there because my process is living life and being in the moment and finding the funny
Finding
as
that-
it happens organically.
Yeah.
Because if it can happen organically in this moment, I know I can recreate it on stage and make it happen organically again.
Sure.
So when I wasn't being allowed to have those moments, the comedy spigot shut off.
Just
I'm
a
like,
dry
oh my
well.
God. Like the only joke I wrote down, I'm like, is it insulting to have decorative aquariums at sushi restaurants? Like, is that dark?
It's the condominium of the dinner, Andre.
It's like I watch Finding Nemo so differently when they're just slicing heads off. It's like, what the fuck?
So what did you experience when we were in the heart of the pandemic? You didn't have anything to do. You were unemployed. You were trying to figure things out, but you were still going out and experiencing life. What were some of the things that you went through that you were like, that you could roll into a bit later?
Roll into a bit later. Oh man. I think it was more like the digital transition that I was focused on. Is like, how am I going to adapt my comedy for this? It was like, God, I have to have a digital imprint now. I need to be on TikTok and Instagram. And I did make some funny videos, and that's some of the stuff that you guys saw. Mm-hmm. And they're great, by the way. Kind of where it went. But I also have been writing a television show and creating it and just tinkering with it over the last couple of years called Beer Town, about where I live and my experience in the beer industry.
Okay.
And I was really, really focused on that. And so I was writing out all the storylines. I was writing out all the characters and the seasons. So I really dove deep into something where it's like, all right, when I get out of here, I'm going to put this down on a desk.
We're not fucking around.
I'm coming with some heat.
There's so many people we talk
beautiful.
to that are creatives. It's the same exact same thing. When I get out of here,
Yeah.
they were stuck in fucking pandemic prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were.
It
We
is.
were.
I was at Club Fed though. It was a nice prison, but that's how I know I wouldn't survive in a real one. I'd be like, oh, God damn it, I'm going to have to suck dick and learn how to like this. God. Then I heard it tastes like avocado, and I was like, oh, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Wait a minute, does it taste like avocado?
That's what I was told.
Sam, does it taste like avocado?
Like clean dick.
No. I mean, does it taste like tuna, guys?
No.
Okay, well.
It doesn't.
Well,
Haven't
it doesn't
met that
taste
woman.
like avocado either.
So what you're saying is genitalia can't be compared to any
described
kind
as-
of food.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh yeah, okay,
Correct.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Swampy is just swampy. Doesn't matter which genitalia it has.
Okay, if it's
nasty.
swampy, I'm not licking it.
I did work on skills that I lacked in a little bit, though. All right, what can I do? Digital marketing. I need to learn how to be a better digital marketer. So I took courses on digital marketing while I was, in lockdown.
Okay.
I was like, all right, I can understand this better. Even if I don't commit to this and doing this for other people, I know how to work the ins and outs. So when I do talk to somebody about it, I know what they're saying. I know what I want, and I know how to get there. So
There's a lot to that. A lot to
Cody,
that.
yeah.
what do you want?
Well, I mean, does this door lock?
Love that. I love that for you.
Only when I'm on the
closer
other
to it.
side.
Mr. White Man. My credit could use the boost. You look like yours starts with a 7.
8, actually, but still.
Oh, my motherfucker. Locking the door. Aaron, turn the lights down.
I'll just stand in front
Sam,
of him.
record this.
Wait,
I'm not saying I'm going
for blackmail
to
or posterity.
because that was bad.
When the lights are off, I can be whoever you want, baby.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but the mustache and beard will change that opinion.
I like how he talks when he gets aggressive.
He gets that way too.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chuck, you're blushing.
A little bit.
I just really like the fact that somebody's paying attention to me.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's so sad.
I'm going to turn your throat into a daycare. Oh, get over here. Don't show
Better-
this to your church friends.
Better than a submarine, I guess. I don't want to be full of semen.
Is that too much?
No, it's perfect. I love
for
it.
us.
I love it.
Oh, Grandma, don't watch this.
Yeah, that's our
So
show.
much for me.
Oh, that was too much.
Man.
Don't worry, you still have a chance with my grandma. She doesn't watch this.
Wait a second. Your grandma's already been offended. You're with Aaron.
What? How'd you get me into this?
What do you think? I'm the only one going to play ball over here? Come on, man. Batter up, bitch.
What? This is a ball game now? Is that what we're doing?
It's always been a ball game, Aaron.
Keep bouncing on it.
I have
All
bigger
three
balls
of them.
than both of you.
Keep
so I
bouncing
don't...
on all three.
You're like the Lance Armstrong of podcasts. Just one ball right between your legs.
One ball for mankind. I do have those shoulder throwers though for when I get up off this thing.
Yeah, he flushes his nuts.
There you go.
Time.
Live strong. Live strong.
He's a nut flusher.
Do your balls hang low?
I
Do they wobble to and fro?
I don't flush my nuts. I've just had a tendency to sit on them, and it's
Do you
kind of
have
Dude, try it. It's fucking delicious. Like, oh my god, you put a little toothpaste in there, like just get it minty fresh. It's like a ball washer. Just God.
It's the suction that hurts. I mean, have you ever been with a woman who just was fascinated with that concept? It's
Sucking
not the
the
most.
balls?
Yeah, it's not the most
I
comfortable
don't want
feeling.
a woman to suck on my balls. No.
Because they're sensitive.
I don't mind touching them, playing with them a little bit, but you don't have to suck on them.
No,
You know how they pop them in the pornos? They take one and they
the
really
fuck?
pop them. You're
Yeah.
like, ow!
It's like, no.
That's brutal.
Really
No.
uncomfortable right
Sam, you
now.
know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well,
I mean,
I'm
I
glad
have
to- I'm glad to
bigger
know that you
balls
don't-
than both of you, but I still don't know what you're talking about.
I love you, sweetheart, but nobody has bigger balls than me in this room.
Jesus
yes, I can pretty
Christ.
much guarantee.
Okay.
Is that because?
Because I'm sitting on them, honey, which means they're under my ass.
You're in between a rock and a black man.
I'm
so.
6'4", and the shit's under my ass, which means the shit's just laying back. I mean, it's probably sitting on the fucking floor
That's embarrassing.
underneath my 30-inch ball.
That's super embarrassing.
Hey, wait, hang on. You hear that?
Get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
That's me tapping my testicles.
Yeah. It's vibrating, isn't it?
Cody,
Got yoga
wait, Cody, quick, say something funny.
Oh my god, why you put me on the spot like that? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. When I can't think of something funny, I just go to voices. It's like a
perfect.
default.
It's a great choice.
Yeah.
That's a good default.
And I'm trying to
That's
figure out
good.
though, is it a proper Southern black woman or is it just a Southern
Well,
woman?
what'd you hear?
Yeah,
Huh?
what did you hear?
Yeah, what did you
Artist subjective.
I actually heard. I just recently rewatched The Patriot,
Okay.
Okay.
so I actually heard Annabelle from The Patriot, which
That's
is
exactly what it was.
Oh, perfect! Very, very well done.
What did you hear?
I heard a gay guy.
That's exactly what it was.
Do I need to be the voice of reason here and
Yes.
say there's a ferry to catch? Are we?
Oh,
what's
yeah,
our
yeah,
time?
yeah. We got to get,
Wait,
yeah.
how long have we been on?
You
We've
sound
got
like
an
a
hour.
wizard.
Well, we gotta make sure.
Did we
Yeah,
have to?
we got to make sure they get on
Did we
that.
have to kill it by 5 or 4:45?
I think we better get them out of here.
Time's that ferry.
It's gonna
Yeah, we've been on the
Is
air
it
for an
5:30?
hour.
You gotta make it.
We've done an hour. We've done an hour
was
with
an hour?
Cody Parr.
Yeah.
Yes,
baby.
we have done an
I know.
hour with Cody Parr.
I know.
At least, yeah.
Yeah, did we get to play a game?
It was
Can we play a game
fun.
for 5 minutes?
I wish
Yeah.
we could do more.
Do we have a game?
Let's do it.
Can we do a
Let's
game
do
real
it.
quick?
Nick,
Oh,
let's
we
do
can
it.
do it.
Let's do a game
We
real
can do a
quick
game.
before
Nick,
Cody
Nick,
leaves.
Does
Okay.
Nick drive fast?
He does.
Okay, good.
Does he
Okay.
break all the rules?
He does, but he's white, so we get away with it.
Yeah,
That's
the beautiful
perfect.
thing.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And he's a better white than me because he's got that beard.
You got beard.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just got the goatee.
Let's go. That's fine. And
What do we
and-
got?
And they
What do we
put
got?
Cody in the trunk anyway, so it's fine.
No, he's in the back seat.
Oh, okay, good.
So they know he's going to work for the white guy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. See.
I do puppy dog eyes.
All right, let's play a game.
Hello, senor.
Let's play a game real quick.
This game is
And a
called
cash?
Would You Do It?
Would you do
Would
it?
you do it?
Odds are yes
Would
with
you
this
do
group,
it?
but go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, anyway.
What's this
yeah.
game?
That could be, it's probably more exciting in your guys' heads right now because.
Would you-
don't undersell the game.
Would you
Okay,
do
I
it?
told me.
Would
at the
you
beginning-
do it?
Okay, would you do it?
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you a question and then I'm going to put a but in there and we're going to see if you would still do it.
Okay.
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 So it's going to be obviously something amazing and then, but. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's,
Okay,
let's,
so
let's
the
butt it
first
out.
one is you can read people's thoughts. Sound good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
But you fart continuously while you do it. Would you do it? Would you do it?
I'm fucking doing it.
You're doing it?
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't give a shit? You're just going to fart the whole
Yeah.
time? Okay.
Absolutely. I'd look deep into your eyes and just be like, hey. Don't mind that. I'll impress you with other things.
All right.
Wait,
Cody's doing it.
Yeah.
But you have the cute fart. What if you did? What if you had the?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
The big
Bro,
bad
I'll
part.
slap cheeks
That
all
was a
fucking
girl
day.
fart that you-
Clapping cheeks. Yeah. I'll do it.
All right, he's doing it.
Okay.
Chuck,
Yeah.
are you?
To read people's thoughts? I don't care if there was shit flying out of my body. I would
Oh,
do it.
yeah.
You would do
My
it.
man.
To be able to read people's
You would
thoughts.
projectile shit while...
Whoa. That wasn't the question.
I know, geez, I ain't taking it to another level. Well, is it just during?
He said he didn't care if there was
Only
shit
while
flying
reading
out of his
people's
ass.
minds.
Only when
She
you're reading
said
people's
while
minds.
reading their minds.
You'll have this flatulence occur. Okay.
Remember, we're good friends with Ryan Smith.
Yeah.
I'm calling you out.
Yeah, he's not
Ryan.
reading anybody's minds, and he's shitting his pants all the time. He could give a fuck. He don't care.
right, you're
So you know what? Yeah,
Stick
I'll
in
take
Vegas.
it. I'll take it. Yeah, because
You're gonna
that
do
could
it?
come into valuable things.
Do you know
Yeah.
how like awesome my line of air fresheners would be? Just put them between my butt cheeks. And smells like pine needles. I like this guy.
Is that teak wood
Right?
for all you
What else you
hipsters
got?
out there?
All
All
right.
right, what would you? What's it gonna make out?
I got
Would
a
you
real,
do it?
I
Yeah,
got a
would you do
real,
it?
like, one for you.
Oh shit!
get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, the other one was
So-
fake. This is real.
No,
Right.
I mean,
Okay, here we go.
okay.
What'd you do?
You could never fail, but you could never give up. Now think about it. Think about it.
You could never fail.
I think that's what I'm doing right now.
But you could never give up. Would you do it?
yeah.
You are guaranteed not to fail, but you could never give up. Would you do it?
Can I ask a question?
What?
Would retiring from it be a form of giving up?
Whatever's
Yeah, you
considered
couldn't
not
give up.
giving up
Yeah,
So
by
basically,
life,
you
and
could
I'm not
do
the
it,
judge.
but you
Life
could
is the
never
judge.
stop.
you can never stop.
Yeah, you can't.
You
Yeah.
got to keep going.
Nope, I'm out.
You're out.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm doing yeah.
You're doing it?
I'm doing it.
You're
Absolutely.
brave as fuck.
Well, I
Okay.
feel like I'm living that right now because like I'm still.
No.
Yeah?
You've been
There's a
failing.
level.
Yeah,
That's why you don't
exactly.
give up.
That's it.
I was just thinking, yeah, like if you were like eating out a chick though, that could take a while.
Right. Give up.
Yeah, and if you don't give up,
Especially
if she doesn't
she's
hit
been
that
drinking.
mark, you know how hard that'd be. You know how thick your tongue would I can't
It's
even
how
say it.
thick your
My
tongue-
tongue would be.
You know, thick your tongue would be. This would be some hot fit to fucking get
That
through.
would be
Obviously,
Wow.
this is a hypothetical.
Right?
Even if it was like an aquarium down there, like if she worked at Subway, it wouldn't even be real tuna, so you could get past that.
Run her through
Wait,
the garden.
it's not
door.
real tuna
It's
from
not
Subway?
real tuna. No.
No,
You
it's
can
not
never
real.
fail,
Yeah.
but
You-
you can never give up. So
Yeah,
if you're
so she's
enjoying-
gonna enjoy herself, but I could never quit.
Yeah.
think about enjoying a meal, and you can never stop.
Stop enjoying the
Would
meal
you
or
do
stop
it?
eating.
Yes or no?
Eating.
Would you do it? Yes or no? Quit overthinking.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Yep, I'm out.
Really?
I'm out too.
Yeah.
Fine.
So
That's
Cody's
all.
the only one.
Cody's,
Cody's the only
Cody's
one.
gonna be the fattest pussy looking.
At the same time.
Tongue.
I just really
I
thought I could do it.
Okay.
Seriously thought
Okay.
I could do
I got one more. Let's
One
see
more.
what kind
Okay.
of people
What do
you
we got?
are.
What do we
Let's
got?
see
What do
what
we got?
kind of people you really are.
All right.
Sarcastic.
You could take anything without being caught, but every time you took something, someone innocent was accused and convicted of it. Would you do it?
Can I choose the innocent person?
Shit.
If you would choose them, would you
What?
consider them innocent?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
God damn it, Sam. I hate you.
I'm so sorry,
It's
but
such a
this
good
is,
one.
I get
this
$1 billion,
is just-
but Odin goes away for it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm out. No, I can't.
No?
I can't
Okay.
because it's an innocent person. No.
But what if it's what
If
It's
I
an
could
innocent
choose the
person.
innocent
Because
person.
an
Yeah, exactly, right?
No.
Yeah, but like
I don't get to choose. It's random.
No,
Then
it's
I'm
a
not
random
doing it.
innocent person.
I can't.
You're
do it.
not doing it?
Can't do it.
Oh, you're out on this one?
Can't
either
do it.
Aaron's
Okay.
pissed off because he can do it, or he's pissed off
Because
he
there's
doesn't want
only
to.
like 12 people I give a shit about.
I feel like Aaron's like, fuck.
You know what I mean? There's
been
billions.
doing this.
But there's billions of people on the planet I don't know. So if they're innocent, they get fucked over. I'm not going to know about it. But there's like 12 people I care about.
Right.
And my luck, it would be one of the 12. So I got to say no of 12 out of a billion.
we're all
Right.
out. We're
Billions
out.
of people.
Yeah, it's the
Shit!
simplest thing. You think about whatever it is that you do. You think of that with the most innocent person, your child, your
Yes.
grandchild,
Any innocent
something like
person.
that.
But what if you don't think about them and go, no, I'm going to roll the dice? And
You'd
just
be
go,
Joe Jackson.
Motherfucker. Damn it, I'm out. God damn it, Sam.
We're out, Sam.
Congratulations,
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
House wins.
You are in a room with men with morals.
I tried.
Wow.
I mean, I had
I'm
to
actually-
think about it.
You're welcome.
Wow, okay.
You're welcome.
All right.
It
Well,
pisses
let's
me
end
off,
on that
though.
note.
Like
Let's
Aaron-
end on that note.
Aaron is
Yeah.
extremely disappointed that he has morals.
He really is.
Thank
I
you
know
for
that.
joining
The
us.
real partners of Gig Harbor.
And I'm actually surprised that he does. So
Thank you for joining us today on Around the Rail, where Aaron has realized that he has morals and he's still pissed off about it.
I hate my life. I hate my life.
love watching Evolution.
Thank God for me.
This was
Cody.
awesome, guys.
It's a pleasure
This
having
was
you
so
back.
much fun.
Yeah.
I loved
Fun.
it. Yeah.
Maybe we can do this again, even if it's Zoom.
I
one
would
of
love
these
to.
days. Okay,
I would
I'll
love
get you
to.
back on.
I need
when we got
another
more
reason
time.
to come here.
Are you,
let's
are
do it
you,
Literally.
again.
are you
Oh, fuck
funnier
it.
because you got shit-faced drunk last night?
No.
Oh, okay,
No,
good.
that's just
Hangovers
me.
are not fun. What is wrong with you?
No, hangovers suck dick.
That's why I asked.
No, I drank tequila and I'm Mexican. I was totally fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
but,
fine.
the trailer park beer is what got.
That'll fuck anybody up.
Yeah. Do it, dear man. I'll tell you something.
That doesn't feel so good.
Oh, I watched the Deplorable or The Hunt last night. They were talking about the Deplorables. Remember that movie, The Hunt, that came out?
Yeah.
Okay, that movie's badass, by the way. Watch that movie.
Gotta watch that movie.
They
Cody
finally
has a
released
ferry
it.
to catch.
I'm sorry.
so-
Yeah, cut me off, Sam. I know
you're
he's got to go. I
welcome.
guess.
Thank you so much, you guys. Seriously, I can't
No,
wait
it
to
was so
come
much
back.
fun.
Super pleasure having
Yeah.
you on here, man. You're fucking hilarious.
Thank you.
I love what you're doing. Yeah, can't wait.
I love what
I
you
wanna-
guys are doing.
And we're not trying to keep up. We're just feeding you.
Yeah.
I love
But
it.
tell us where
Keep
people can
feeding-
find you if
Yes,
they wanted
Yes,
to.
yes. Where are you at? What are
Find
you
me
doing?
on Instagram at Cody Parr 3. Find me at Beertown Comedy is my comedy production company, and Nicholas and I have started our own comedy production company, doing a lot bigger shows in the Pacific Northwest and in Central Oregon at comedy and underscore a cause.
Beautiful.
So you can find me
And
there.
wait, and why the underscore?
Because all the other comedy and a causes were taken.
Yeah. You got to just add those underscores.
He
bro.
admitted to screwing that up, didn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nicholas admitted he had comedy and
Yeah, Nicholas
Cause.
took that from us
And
already.
and he
Now
did
he's
it-
trying to drown it like a stepchild he doesn't want anymore.
totally screwed it up. Speaking of stepchild, we don't want anymore. Hey, thank you for joining us today on Around the Reel.
Fuck you very much. You've been a terrible audience. Good night.
I'd say goodnight, but F off seems more appropriate. And I don't know why I just suddenly censored myself after an hour and a half of cussing, laughing, and talking inappropriately.
I know. It's weird.
And I just,
You're a man.
I'm going to
Of-
drop a hard R when this
You're a
camera
man.
shuts off.
Yeah, hard R. Hard R.
right.
Mr. Moral.
You know what the hard R's on?
Yeah.
Regret.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cody,
That was a bad
thank you
joke.
so much.
thank you. If you
As
want,
are the rest of your jokes.
if you want the good jokes, you look up Mr. Cody Parr.
Yes, sir.
If you want
That
the
is
silly,
correct.
stupid shit, you continue to tune into Around the Reel.
Absolutely.
Happy to.
So true, so true.
But no, thank you for joining us today, buddy. I
Thank
really
you so
appreciate it.
much.
Thank you for coming over, hanging out. Thank you for showing up early, having lunch with us,
Yeah.
getting to know us, letting us get to know you. Thank you for sharing, opening up, and we talked more off the air about some personal stuff, which I thank you for sharing with
Likewise.
me. So thank you. That was awesome. And you guys just have to sit in envy because you were out fetching lunch like the good servants that you are.
Yeah, send the black guy to get the pizza.
Yeah.
Yes, massa.
Who was driving?
Sam was.
You know, right? So yeah, Ms.
So I wasn't driving Ms. Days either?
Ms. Daisy was driving.
You.
Less tickets that way.
Yeah, less tickets, especially out here. Fuck.
And what happened?
I wouldn't have came back.
It took longer to get the pizza.
Yeah, that's true. But I could have been hanging in a fucking tree out here.
Remember, everybody.
It's brutal. It's brutal out here. They don't fuck around.
Okay, Sam wants to get Cody
Okay,
on the
yeah,
ferry
let's
on
get him on
time.
the ferry.
I don't
So,
want him to be late.
I don't want him to either.
Thank
Let's
you so
get him out
much,
of here.
guys.
Remember, everybody
Yeah.
out there, think hard because you're thinking anyway.
See you guys later.
I was made for loving you, baby.
Are you freaking kidding me? Not again.
Change the station.
Let's kiss.
Please.
Let's kiss
No, but we don't know.
It's not Kiss. It's Aaron.
Yeah.
Stop.
Who sings that again?
Tonight.
Kiss?
Yeah.
Let's leave it that way. Thanks.
Well, I thought this was a show about being creative. I was just being creative. On the
That's
mic.
not being
Yeah,
creative.
that's
That's just
no being annoying.
Well, maybe I'm trying too hard. Maybe it's a lot
yes.
simpler.
Aaron, remember, as all good broadcast people know, less is more.
So for radio, if I don't say anything, wouldn't that be kind of a buzzkill?
It would be a great
that
freaking
would-
show.
That would give the rest of us a chance to say something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, then we'd hear something other than you.
Well, I thought around the reel we were going to just have a good time and talk with people.
We
You
do,
know?
but it's not about you, as we have talked about in the past. It's about our wonderful guests, and our wonderful guests can tune in and become a member of our show. How, Sam?
Well, if you want to be a guest on our show, you can go to our website, cccentertainmentgroup.com, and click on the link for guest scheduling for Around the Reel, and come be our guest.
Yeah, I mean, I get to talk about myself. And
Be
You talk about yourself anyway.
guest.
Oh, now Chuck's singing. Okay.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because he was made for loving me, baby. Wait,
What?
that's not all.
Oh, yeah, that's
God.
you.
Yeah, that's weird. I
No.
sang that
Yeah, he was made for loving you, Aaron.
Just remember to keep tuning
And I
in.
wasn't.
Because next week, who knows what's going to happen.
one. You never know.